I'm an intern working in Lexus and Company, and my presentation would be on the topic the Population Control Bill of UP. So, the 11th of July is considered as the World Population Day, and the UP government announced the Population Control Bill on this particular day. UP has currently 24 crore population, which accounts for 1/6 of the India's total population. And the population has been rapidly growing since the past 50 years, and in 2018 it was around 24% growth, and the population density of the UP is around 828 people per square kilometer, which is much higher than the 50 to 100 people per square kilometer. So, for the purpose, the government came up with the Population Control Bill, and the bill aims for providing, first of all, better healthcare facilities to people, such as better sterilization and better uh, contraceptive measures, accessibility, and also a safe abortion. And secondly, it provides incentives to people that have only two or less than two child. So it is also mainly working for the control of the population. So the population has unexpected aims to reduce the birth rate to 2.1%, 2.1 percent per 100 people in 2026, and then to 1.9 to by 2030 year. Uh, and it aims to provide education, health, and nutrition to the adolescents, the people between the 11 to 19 years old. It also mentions the establishment of the health clubs in schools, which will aware the children about the uh, reproduction and all such measures. And the act will also ensure the tracking of the adolescents, infants, and older age people for the health mission. The act has come up with a slogan which is "Bacche do hi अच्छे," which has the literal meaning of only two kids are good. The act incentivizes the people or couple having only two or less than two child in schemes of government services, that they will be provided with promotion, increment, housing facilities, and better sterilization options. For non-government people not in the government sectors, there will be exemptions in the water, electricity tax, house tax, and also better facilities of home loans. Then the act also will ask the government officials to sign in the affidavit that they cannot violate the rules of having more than two children, and in case the rules are violated, the election can also be cancelled. Then there is a special provision for single child, which ensures that the single child will have better admission chances in the educational institutions, even in the EAMS and IIM. Then for the girl child, under two children, there would be free education up to the graduation level. Also, for the single child, there would be better job benefits in government sector. There has also been a personal law provision for the polygamous and polyinterest marriage. So, if a person A has married three people, let's say B, C, and D, then the marriage between A and B will be considered one, A and C second, and A and D third. They all will be the distinct marriage. But when it comes to the children, suppose A and B have togetherly one child. A and C has togetherly two child, and A and D will have one child. Then the A has four children altogether, and that person would not get benefit under the act. Also, the government have came up that by July 19 they'll ask for suggestions from the people about the changes that can be made in the act, or better solutions that they might come up to. So thank you. This is it for the presentation.